my story with this kid. She is a 28-week surviving twin. She was born um, June 25th, 2020, so in the midst of COVID-19.
We wished for a baby so many years.
It was a very challenging exercise, navigating through COVID and having a child in the NICU.
So she was very wanted. Sorry, I'm starting to cry. She was very wanted, very hard to get to, but we finally got her and her sister.
Her sister passed away 5 days after birth, and it was a very challenging exercise, navigating through COVID and having a child in the NICU, losing a child in the NICU.
I always say her sister lived for her to survive because she wasn't supposed to get that long. I'm sorry. To go that far in the pregnancy, but she did, and she did her best just because I think she was sent to help her sister survive. I don't talk about this much, but that's the feeling I get. So yeah, we got Aitana, and then she came with all these challenges and premature birth and conditions.
While in the NICU, she did suffer a hemorrhage in her brain, which is the cause of her condition. The doctors were very unfair in managing expectations and were very harsh. I think they were a bit cold on in terms of treating us as parents.
More than the challenges that almost everybody face, like health insurance authorizations and approvals, and the lack of services or better opportunities. I think one of the biggest challenges is to get people to believe in her.
People with perhaps some sort of authority with the possession of ignorance could be dangerous because it becomes. I can't say that the person that denies my daughter's insurance does not care. But I can say they don't know much about the condition. They don't know much about why she needs the medication. They don't know anything about the seizures that my daughter has at night or that my daughter has every day. They don't. So, of course, a person making a decision to approve or deny a medication based on an algorithm or a pattern or just standard operating procedure in a workplace, well, that is an injustice because the person making that decision, they're probably being told to make the decision based on some assumptions that will never fit the skill set or the data that my daughter's needs will provide. So of course the medication will be denied. Well, ignorance and I'm pretty sure that insurance companies, so that the small problem is the people that are not informed.
I get frustrated every single day because of X and Y. If not insurance, it's a doctor's appointment, it's some lack of something, it's there's not a ramp, it's I don't have a place to put my kid in, it's they don't want to let my stroller in a restaurant. Every day it's something new.
For every parent that can go out of pocket and pay medication, there's probably 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, I don't know the data, but there should be plenty of children that are being deprived of deserved medication and medication that doesn't cure them, medication that just makes their life better. So instead of my daughter having 100 seizures a day, thanks to this medication, she might have 7 to 15 seizures a day. And I can imagine people that might be like, that's a lot. I wish I never had a seizure. Well, fantastic. Count your blessings. because for us a happy day is 15 seizures, and not an intense one where she stays in her same position for 1 minute.
You sometimes say, it's first world problems, but I feel that way, that with working mothers and special needs mothers, there's always what's more important, and that's your kid. Right now, we're teaching her how to say yes and no, and it's been, somewhat a long process, but she's doing it pretty much regularly. So, yeah, it's the list is long. The list is long, but she has done so much more than anybody could hope for. There's so many little things that can be fixed, and it would make our lives easier, and it's not expensive, and it's not even somebody opening the door for you. It makes your life so much easier, and it's not something that takes so much of your time. It's the little things.